This was Jim Mora's famous reaction when a reporter asked him if his struggling Indianapolis Colts were going to make the playoffs. This could also be the answer for when the NCAA is asked, why is there not a playoff in Division I college football? Hello, my name is Brett Bogert, and I'm a senior at the University of Central Oklahoma. Today, I'm going to talk to you about why the Bowl Championship Series is flawed and does not produce a true national champion, and why a playoff system is the only way that a true national champion can be crowned, and how this would fix the BCS system. I've been a lifelong college football fan, and I've always supported a playoff system. And I do more today after researching this topic for several weeks. During this presentation, I will discuss why the BCS system is flawed and what needs to be done to fix it. The BCS system is flawed and in no way produces a true national champion in college football. In any given season, there are several schools that deserve the shot at playing for the national title. Instead of giving these schools a fair shot to play for the title, the NCAA chooses a system that uses coaches' polls and computer polls to pick the top two teams to play for the national championship. This is why in 110 of the 140 years of college football, there has been more than one national champion in a season. The BCS system must implement a playoff system. This solution is the best way to produce a true national champion in major college football. A 16-team playoff would be the best solution. If implemented properly, it would make more money for the schools and would be better for the sport and better for the fans. If you look at handout number 1, this is how a 16-team playoff would be set up. 1 would play 16, 2 15, and so on and so forth. What needs to be done is to take the 4 current BCS bowls and add the next 4 best bowls with a national championship game rotating every year. This would provide the 16-team playoff. Also, you can keep the rest of the bowls for the teams that do not qualify in the top 16 in the final BCS rankings. There are pros and cons to the playoff system, but the pros far outweigh the cons. You can see handout 2 with several pros and several cons for the playoff system. But in my opinion, the pros far outweigh the cons. One pro is a playoff leading to a national championship gets rid of the objective measure of human and computer polls with the objective measure of winning or losing a game. According to CNN SI, 82% of fans support some sort of playoff system. Most of all other major college sports are determined by a playoff. Even the lower divisions of college football, such as Division II and Division III and NAIA, are all determined by a 16-team playoff, the one which is proposed in this presentation. So the system has proven that it works. Some of the cons are people say that the playoff system would extend the season by a month. But the BCS system already extends the season by over a month, considering the national championship game is played over a month after the end of the regular season. A second con is the BCS makes every regular season game crucial, but a 16-team playoff system would also make every game crucial because you cannot afford to lose many games to stay in the BCS top 16. Also, traditionalists are afraid of losing the bowl system altogether. But to solve this, simply implement the top 8 bowls to the BCS for the 16-team playoff and keep the rest of the bowls for the teams that still qualify but do not finish in the top 16 in the BCS rankings. If action isn't taken immediately, schools, players, and fans will continue to be robbed of the opportunities, emotions, and joy that a playoff run can bring. As I've stated over and over, the Bowl Championship Series system is flawed and must be changed to include a playoff system. That is the only way to produce a true national champion in major college football. When this is done, schools will be given more opportunities to compete for championships and earn more money for the schools. So I say we should be talking